So, dear children, I would like to welcome all of you to this EduSite English teleteaching program. Children, you know, in the last session we discussed the first 4 paragraphs of the topic at the high school written by Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. We have already discussed Gandhi is the father of nation and he is one of the tallest leaders of the world, and most of the great personalities of the world, great persons of the world, they follow the principles of Gandhi and they also like and they love Gandhi very much. In the last class, I told you about the American president Barack Obama, I told you Albert Einstein, Abdul Kalam, the next most popular personality of India. I also told you most of the you can also know Rabindranath Tagore once said Gandhi is the blood and flesh of Indians. You see, the Nobel Prize winner Rabindranath Tagore, he loved Gandhi and his principles too much that he said Gandhi is the flesh and blood of our people in our country. Right. Martin Luther King, the one of the most very popular freedom fighters of the world, who was killed, was assassinated in his country. He once said, some people they asked him, who do you like to follow? He said, the Christ has given, the God has given us goal, means the objective, and Mahatma Gandhi has given us the plan, how to do this, how to achieve this. So, we discussed Gandhiji has written his own life history, which we say autobiography, and at the high school has been extracted from that autobiography. This is a part of this book with my truth with my experiment with truth, and we have discussed of the first 4 paragraphs. Let us take 1 or 2 minutes to have a recapitulation to know what we discussed in the last English class, then we will go to the next paragraph, next part, the 5th paragraph, 6th paragraph and 7th paragraph of the text. Let us see what we discussed yesterday in the last session. Right. So, this is about the recapitulation of the first part. We discussed 4 paragraphs. First paragraph about studies, teachers' love and affection towards Gandhiji, his certificates of progress and character, good certificates, his rewards, his scholarships, and in the second paragraph we discussed some of the memories of Gandhiji, the recollections of Gandhiji about his high school career, and he remembers that, he writes that he did not have any high respect, high regard. He was very much careful for his character, and he was also deeply pained for his smallest for the smallest fault, for the smallest blemish, and he actually he was crying for his mistake, and he also accepted the rebuke by the teachers, the punishment by the teachers, although it was very unbearable for him. And his headmaster was also a very popular man. Mr. Dorabji Dulji was his headmaster. He was a very strict person. He was a man of method. He was a good teacher. He made gymnastics and cricket compulsory for each and every children, and Gandhiji had the wrong notion about it. Actually, Gandhiji during that period he thought that there is no place of these, or there is actually no importance of this gymnastics and cricket, but later stage, in the later stage of his life, he felt that, he realized that actually gymnastics and cricket and some other exercises, they also play a very vital role in education. Right. In paragraph 3 also we discussed about the causes of his dislike towards gymnastics and cricket, because of the service to his father. He served his father as a nurse. So, he always he was very much worried about his father. He hurried to this home after school, and he also did not like to go to the gymnastics class. He requested his headmaster, Mr. Jimmy, to exempt him, to make him free from these two classes, but what happened? Mr. Jimmy did not allow him, he rejected his request, and at last one day, one Saturday, in the fourth paragraph we have seen, one Saturday he did not actually attend the gymnastics class in time. He arrived there late when all the children they had left the place, and next day Gandhi's headmaster found it, looked at the attendance register and saw that Gandhiji was absent. So, he asked Gandhiji, Gandhiji told the truth, but he did not believe Gandhiji. That is why he fined 1 or 2 annas, which pained a lot to Gandhiji, and Gandhiji wanted to convince his headmaster, but the headmaster did not believe him. At last his father wrote a letter to Gandhiji, and his headmaster was convinced, and he was also made free from the gymnastics and cricket class. This is what we have discussed. We discussed in the last session. Today, we will discuss paragraph 5, paragraph 6 and paragraph 7 of this text at the high school. Let us go to paragraph 5. So, please take a look at the screen. I am reading out the text and you listen to me. Paragraph 5. But though I was none of the worse for having neglected exercise, I am still paying the penalty of neglect. I do not know whence I got the notion that good handwriting was a necessary part of education, but I retained it until I went to England. When later, especially in South Africa, I saw the beautiful handwriting of the lawyers and young men born and educated in South Africa, I was ashamed of myself and repented of my neglect. I saw that bad handwriting should be regarded as a sign of an imperfect education. I tried later to improve mine, but it was too late. I could never repair the neglect of my youth. This is very important. Again, I am going to read out for the second time. Dear children, you listen to me. There are some new words, but let me read out for the second time. Listen to me. But though I was none of the worse for having neglected exercise, I am still paying the penalty of neglect. I do not know whence I got the notion that good handwriting was a necessary part of education, but I retained it until I went to England. When later, especially in South Africa, I saw the beautiful handwriting of lawyers and young men born and educated in South Africa, I was ashamed of myself and repented of the neglect. I saw that bad handwriting should be regarded as a sign of an imperfect education. I tried later to improve mine, but it was too late. I could never repair the neglect of my youth. Let us see the new words first. There are some new words. Neglect is there, is carelessness, my neglect. Gandhi's neglect means Gandhi's carelessness. In Odia we can say avahela. Whence, this is a old word, the meaning is from which or from what place, or where from. So, Gandhiji had a wrong notion, wrong idea that good handwriting is not necessary in education, but he did not know where, from which place, from what place, from where he got this idea. Retained, something successfully finished. I retained this, I continued this, right. Then imperfect, incomplete or defective, imperfect education. That means, without good handwriting, education is imperfect, incomplete, is defective, right. Ashamed of, shamefaced. He was ashamed of his neglect. He was ashamed of his own handwriting, bad handwriting. Laja laguthila nijo handwriting dekhe. Repented, realize. So, let us discuss the paragraph. So, next, let every young man and woman be warned my example and understand that good handwriting is a necessary part of education. I am now of the opinion that children should first be taught the art of drawing before learning to write. Let the child learn his letters by observation as he does different objects such as flowers, birds, etc. And let him learn handwriting only after he has learned to draw objects. He will then write a beautifully formed hand. Once again, this is the actually the second part of that particular paragraph, paragraph 5. Actually, paragraph 5 is a long paragraph. That is why I have divided these paragraphs into two short paragraphs, 2 slides. So, let every young man and woman be warned by my example and understand that good handwriting is a necessary part of education. I am now of the opinion that children should first be taught the art of drawing before learning to write. Let the child learn his letters and then he should write handwriting, right. So, dear children, so we have some new words you see and warned, made our or cautioned, right. You just see in this paragraph what happens. Gandhiji had a wrong notion. What is that wrong notion? Notion, idea. He has a wrong thought. What is the wrong thought? The wrong thought is that good handwriting is not a necessary part of education. This was his own feeling, own thought. That is why he neglected, he did not give so much importance on his own handwriting. So, his handwriting was not good and he retained this wrong idea until he went to England. Till he went to England, he actually continued with this type of thought, this type of feeling, this type of thought continued till he went to England. And after England, when he went to South Africa and he looked at his lawyer's friends handwriting, the handwriting of his lawyer friends, ତାଙ୍କ ସାଙ୍ଗମାନଙ୍କର ହସ୍ତାକ୍ଷର ଯେତେବେଳେ ଦେଖିଲେ handwriting, he was ashamed of his own handwriting. ସେ ଲଜ୍ଜିତ ହୋଇଗଲେ ନିଜେ, ନିଜକୁ ନିଜେ ଭାବିଲେ this is my neglect, this is my carelessness, right. So, what happened? He changed his own thought, he changed his own notion, he changed his own idea and he said that bad handwriting should be regarded as a sign of imperfect education, incomplete education, defective education. So, if your handwriting is not good, then your education is imperfect, incomplete. So, my dear children, each and every line of his in his book or of his life history actually teaches us a lesson. Each and every line we can learn something, right, from each and every lesson. He says good handwriting, the first thought was good handwriting is not necessary. When he went to England and South Africa, looked at the handwriting of his friends, he felt that, he repented that, he realized that good handwriting is very, very important and every young man should write good hand. So, my dear children, from this stage, from your high school career or from this stage, if your handwriting is not good, you should focus on it, you should give importance, you should not be careless, you should not neglect your handwriting, so that your education will be nice, good and perfect, complete, right, as per Gandhiji. And he said a good handwriting is a necessary part of education, every young man and woman be warned by my example. So, each and everyone should know my example, what I feel, what my fault is, what my ignorance is, what my neglect is, what my carelessness is, right. And what he said, what is his opinion? He said, to me every child should be given scope to draw first. Drawing is most important for a child. So, first draw the pictures, draw the objects, draw different types of birds, flowers, and then you can control your fingers, you can control your hand and you can write good hand. So, my dear students, if your handwriting is not so good, you please take care of your own handwriting. You can focus on drawing, you draw pictures, even today you can also change your handwriting. At the old age Gandhiji wanted to change his own handwriting. So, this is very important for everyone, and I think definitely at the time of discussing this topic at the high school, all of you will be very much aware of your own handwriting, you will be very conscious about your own handwriting. And then we will discuss some questions and so that you can understand this paragraph number 5 better than what we have discussed. So, let us discuss the questions, the possible questions from this paragraph 5 about Gandhi's handwriting. Question number 1, what was the other neglect Gandhi talked about? Other neglect means he had some neglects. Neglect means neglect about his exercises, neglect about his cricket game, right, and this is another neglect of handwriting, right. Question number 2, what was his earlier notion on handwriting? What was his own thought, feeling about handwriting? He said that before this incident, he felt that he realized that good handwriting was not a necessary part of education. This was his wrong idea, wrong notion, right, but it was changed. He changed this idea later. Question number 3, when and where did he realize that his notion on handwriting was wrong? When he went to South Africa, he changed this notion, wrong idea. We have already discussed, it retained, it continued till he went to England. So, till he went to England, this idea continued, this thought continued, that actually there is no importance of good handwriting in education, but when he went to South Africa, he looked at the good handwriting of his lawyer friends, he was ashamed of himself and he did not like his own handwriting and he wanted to change his handwriting, but it was too late. He could not repair his own neglect, his own fault. So, let us go to the next question. Question 4, what was he ashamed of? He was ashamed of his own handwriting. What did he repent of? His neglect of handwriting. He neglected, that is why he is writing bad hand, his handwriting is not good. Number 6, what was his view on handwriting later? He viewed that, he gave this opinion that bad handwriting should be regarded as sign of an imperfect education, right. So, if your handwriting is bad, then that is the education, your education is incomplete or defective. This is his opinion. Next one, what was his advice to young men and women in this regard? He said that good handwriting a necessary part of education, each and every young man and woman should give more importance on his own handwriting, he should try to write a very good hand, right. And what should children be taught first before learning to write? The art of drawing. He said the small children, when they start writing, they should be taught how to draw pictures, how to draw flowers, how to draw the pictures of birds, animals, different objects, so that what will happen, they can control their motor skill, they can control their fingers, they can control their hand and they can also develop their thought and they can write better letters. So, their handwriting will be definitely very good, very attractive later stage in their high school career. So, from the very beginning, from the early stage, the children they should be given chance to draw pictures. Let us go to the next paragraph, paragraph 6. So, please listen to me, I am going to read out. Sanskrit, however, proved a harder task. In geometry, there was nothing to memorize, whereas in Sanskrit I thought everything had to be learnt by heart. This subject was also commenced from the 4th standard. As soon as I entered the 6th, I became disheartened. The teacher was a hard taskmaster, anxious, as I thought, to force the boys. There was a sort of rivalry going on between the Sanskrit and the Persian teachers. The Persian teacher was lenient. The boys used to talk among themselves that Persian was very easy and the Persian teacher was very good and considerate to the students. Again, you listen to me once again, this is also very important. This paragraph is about his subjects. So, the previous paragraph, paragraph 5 was about his handwriting, this paragraph is about his subjects. So, again you listen to me. Sanskrit, however, proved a harder task. In geometry, there was nothing to memorize, whereas in Sanskrit I thought everything had to be learnt by heart. This subject was also commenced from the 4th standard. As soon as I entered the 6th, I became disheartened. The teacher was a hard taskmaster, anxious, as I thought, to force the boys. there is a sort of rivalry going on between the Sanskrit and the Persian teachers. The Persian teacher was lenient. The poets used to talk among themselves that Persian teacher was very easy and the Persian teacher was very good and considerate to the students. Let us go to the new words. From this paragraph, we have selected some words which may be new to you: memorize, remember; commenced, began or started; disheartened, depressed or discouraged; rivalry, competition; lenient, kind, merciful, simple, like this; considerate, kind and respectful of others. Others they respect him. This is all about some new words. Then we will go to the paragraph. So, you see this paragraph is about the subjects Gandhiji studied in his high school career, and from the first line we can know that Gandhiji's favorite subject was not Sanskrit. He was afraid of Sanskrit. He did not like Sanskrit, but geometry was easy for him. So, mathematics was a easy subject for Gandhiji. So, you just see he did not like Sanskrit, but he liked geometry, and the cause is in Sanskrit he had to memorize, remember a lot of things, the slokas, the chants, everything, the lines, the poems of Sanskrit should be memorized, should be remembered in heart, right. And Sanskrit started in class 4, standard 4, and when he entered the class 6, standard 6, he became very much anxious, disheartened, he discouraged. Oh, how can I study Sanskrit? I cannot remember all these things, all the rules, all the poems, all the slokas I cannot remember. That is why it was very difficult for him. And the second thing is that there was a competition between two teachers, teacher 1 Sanskrit teacher and another teacher Persian teacher. So, there was a actually there was, this was optional subject Sanskrit, either you can take Sanskrit or you can take Persian. As we do it, you can take Hindi or Sanskrit, and Gandhiji had to select either one, means either Sanskrit or Persian. So, out of these two subjects, Gandhiji felt that Sanskrit was harder than Persian. What other friends they told him, right? Why? Let us go to the next paragraph, so that we can know what happened. The easiness tempted me, and one day I sat in the Persian class. The Sanskrit teacher was grieved. He called me to his side and said, "How can you forget that you are a son of a Vaishnava father? Won't you learn the language of your own religion? If you have any difficulty, why not come to me? I want to teach you students Sanskrit to the best of my ability. As you proceed further, you will find it in it things of observing interest. You should not lose heart. Come and sit again in the Sanskrit class." So, dear students, in this paragraph you just see tempted, considered, grieved. So, grieved, he became very sorry, unhappy, and another word, tempted, he was encouraged, he was inspired, right. So, the easiness tempted me, actually encouraged me. I was encouraged, I was inspired. I sat in the Persian class. The Sanskrit teacher, he saw it, he came to know that I sat in the Persian class, and he was grieved. He became grieved, means became very unhappy, sorry, and he called me to his side and said, "How can you forget that you are a son of Vaishnava father? So, you are a son of, your father is a Vaishnava person, and how can you go to the Persian class? You should learn Sanskrit." This was the advice of his Sanskrit teacher, right. Then I and he also inspired him, he encouraged him, and he said, "I want to teach you students Sanskrit to the best of my ability. As you proceed further, you will find in it things of observing interest." So, my dear students, the Sanskrit teacher was grieved, he became unhappy, he became very sorry to see Gandhiji in the Persian class, and he called Gandhiji and he convinced him. He said that I must help you, and you please come to the Sanskrit class, and I will definitely help you, and definitely I think Sanskrit will help you, because you are the son of a Vaishnava father. Sanskrit will be very, very useful in your social life. So, this was the advice of his Sanskrit teacher, and we will see whether Gandhiji will go to the Sanskrit class, whether he will learn Sanskrit or he will learn Persian in the next paragraph. So, dear children, we discussed paragraph 5 and paragraph 6. In 6th paragraph, we discussed that Gandhiji describes about his subjects, and in his subjects he liked very much mathematics. Mathematics was his favorite subject, and he did not like Sanskrit because Sanskrit everything was to or he had to memorize everything in Sanskrit, and Sanskrit teacher was also very hard task master. He was very strict, and Persian teacher was very good. And let us see what are the most important ideas or the main points we discussed in this part. In this, yes. So, you see Sanskrit and Persian, two subjects. So, in Sanskrit, harder task, Sanskrit was very difficult for him, and to be learnt by heart, to remember everything, to memorize everything, and Sanskrit started from the 4th standard. So, it was very difficult for him. From 4th standard he had to remember everything, and teacher was very strict. He was a hard task master, and Persian was very easy to learn. His friends, they were talking about Persian language. Persian was very easy to learn. There was no need to learn by heart, and teacher was good, considerate and lenient, very simple, and he was not strict. So, all these things actually encouraged Gandhiji, tempted Gandhiji to go to the Persian class. So, one day he sat in the Persian class, and when he went to the Persian class, Sanskrit teacher, Gandhi's Sanskrit teacher, he came to know about this. He asked Gandhiji, he called Gandhiji, he asked him why you are very much interested to take Persian language, and he encouraged him, inspired him, he offered his help. He said that I will definitely, I must help you, and so that when you continue your study in Sanskrit, you will definitely be very much interested in the things, and it may take a lot of time, but definitely it will be very useful in your life, because you are the son of a Vaishnava father, right. So, let us discuss some questions, so that you can understand the paragraph number 6 easily about the Gandhi's subjects. So, children, you see question number 1. Why did Gandhi consider Sanskrit harder than geometry? Gandhi considered Sanskrit harder than geometry because everything had to be learnt by heart in Sanskrit. We have already discussed Sanskrit is a subject, the chants, the slokas, some important principles should be remembered. We should remember, we should memorize all these things, and Gandhiji also felt that he would have to memorize everything in Sanskrit. So, he did not like Sanskrit, and he thought that geometry was easier than Sanskrit, and Sanskrit was harder than geometry. Next question, question number 2. So, which class was Sanskrit introduced in? In the 4th standard. Sanskrit began or commenced in the 4th standard, and that was also a difficult task for Gandhiji. So, from the early class he had to memorize all these things. Next question, question number 3. When did Gandhi become disheartened, discouraged, depressed? When he entered the 6th standard and he went to the Sanskrit class, he felt Sanskrit difficult, right. Question number 4. What was his Sanskrit teacher like? His Sanskrit teacher was a hard taskmaster, means he makes others, he gives tasks, he makes others to do tasks, and who was very much anxious to force the boys to do home task, to write something, to memorize something, to remember something. Let us go to the next question, question number 5. So, what was his Persian teacher like? His Persian teacher was a lenient, simple, not strict, good teacher and considerate to the students. So, the students, they liked their Persian teacher. He was very popular among the students, because he was a good teacher, he was very simple, he was considerate, he was lenient, he was not strict like the Sanskrit teacher. Next question, were the Sanskrit and Persian teachers on good terms? What about their relations? We have already discussed, there was rivalry, there was competition between the Sanskrit and the Persian teachers. Sanskrit teacher, he wanted more students to sit in his class. The Persian teacher in his high school, he wanted more students to sit in his class. There was a competition between the Sanskrit and Persian teacher, right. So, next question, question number 7, what did the boys use to talk among themselves? The boys used to talk among themselves, that portion was very easy and the Persian teacher was very good and considerate to the students. So, that all the children they liked to go to and sit inside the Persian class, right. So, we discussed this question, we have one or two more questions, then yes. Number 8, what tempted him to sit in the Persian class? The easiness of the Persian teacher and the Persian subject. He thought that Persian teacher was simple, Persian language was also simple. This tempted him, this encouraged him, inspired him to go to the Persian class, to sit in the Persian class. How did the Sanskrit teacher react to him? The Sanskrit teacher when saw that Gandhiji was in the Persian class, he was grieved, he became very sorry, right. It pained him. And question number 10, why did Sanskrit teacher think it necessary for Gandhi to study Sanskrit? The Sanskrit teacher thought that it was very necessary for Gandhi to study in Sanskrit, because Gandhi was the son of a Vaishnava father and Sanskrit was the language of his own religion. So, Sanskrit teacher thought Gandhiji should have learnt Sanskrit only because his father was a Vaishnava and his religion is quite related, is completely related to Sanskrit language. Sanskrit language is the language of his religion, that is why Sanskrit teacher motivated him to go to the Sanskrit class. So, let us see what happened next, paragraph 7. So, students, please take a look at the screen and I am going to read out, you listen to me. This kindness put me to shame. I could not disregard my teacher's affection. Today, I cannot but thank with gratitude of Krishna Shankar Pandey, for it had not acquired the little Sanskrit that I learnt then, I should have found it difficult to take any interest in our sacred book. In fact, I deeply regret that I was not able to acquire a more thorough knowledge of the language. Once again, please listen to me. This kindness put me to shame. I could not disregard my teacher's affection. Today, I cannot but thank with gratitude of Krishna Shankar Pandey, for it I had not acquired the little Sanskrit that I learnt then. I should have found it difficult to take any interest in our sacred books. In fact, I deeply regret that I was not able to acquire a more thorough knowledge of the language. So, some new words, disregard. Disregard means disrespect. I have already told you, I regarded means I respected, disregard, disrespect. Gratitude, gratefulness, praise or appreciation. Regret, to be sorry, to become sorry, right. He regretted, right, he became sorry. Acquire, to achieve, to obtain, to gain, to get, to receive. He acquired thorough knowledge. He could not acquire thorough knowledge of Sanskrit. He was very much interested, later stage in his later life he felt that he should have gained, he should have obtained thorough knowledge in Sanskrit, right. So, let us discuss the paragraph. So, this kindness put me to, this kindness means the words of his Sanskrit teacher put Gandhiji to shame. Gandhiji was ashamed when Sanskrit teacher requested him to come to the Sanskrit class, he was ashamed. Sanskrit teacher request kale tanku laja lagila, my teacher is requesting me, right. So, he went to the, I could not bear, right. So, dear children, actually Gandhiji was a very good student, he was very affectionate, he actually all the teachers loved him very much. So, he was ashamed of his Sanskrit teacher when his teacher requested him. So, dear students, so what happened? Actually, Gandhi was ashamed of his Sanskrit teacher, and he wanted to go to the Sanskrit class, right. So, Krishna Shankar Pandya was his Sanskrit teacher. So, he thought that today I cannot but thank with gratitude of Krishna Shankar Pandya, for it had not acquired the little Sanskrit that I learnt then. So, what I learnt then, because of my Sanskrit teacher, I went to the Sanskrit class, I learnt something, and I should have found it difficult to take any interest in our sacred books. So, my dear children, you know that Gandhi was very much fond of reading the Gita, different sacred books he was very much fond of reading, and he was a lover of truth, he was the lover of non-violence, and because of different types of sacred books. So, in fact, he said, in fact, I deeply regret. So, I became very much sorry that I was not able to acquire a more thorough knowledge of the language. So, Gandhiji was not happy. So, at the beginning stage, Gandhiji did not like to go to the Sanskrit class, thinking that Sanskrit was very difficult and Sanskrit teacher was very difficult, but in his later life he felt that, he repented that, he realized that I should have learnt more and more, so that I could have known, I could have gained a lot of knowledge in Sanskrit. So, let us go to the questions. Question number 1, why did Gandhi come back to Sanskrit class? He came to the Sanskrit class because he could not disregard his Sanskrit teacher's affection. His Sanskrit teacher requested him, he loved him very much, he inspired him, he said, you come Gandhiji, you come, and Mohan, you come, right, Mohan, you come, you sit in the Sanskrit class, and I will definitely help you, I must help you, and you will also get a lot of happiness, you will be very much interested to study Sanskrit. Next question. Question number 2, what put him to shame? The kindness of his Sanskrit teacher. So, his friends, they were talking about Sanskrit teacher was a very hard taskmaster, but Gandhiji felt that Sanskrit teacher was very kind, very inspiring, very encouraging teacher, because he requested him to come to the Sanskrit class. And who was Krishna Shankar Pandya? Krishna Shankar Pandya was his Sanskrit teacher, right. Then the next question, how did study of Sanskrit help him later in his later life? It was easy for him to take interest in the sacred books. He was able to read Gita, Bhagavat, and so many sacred books. What did Gandhi deeply regret? He was not able to acquire more thorough knowledge of Sanskrit. So, his interest in his wish to know more and more in Sanskrit actually pained him. So, he was not able to acquire more thorough knowledge of Sanskrit, that is why he regretted, right. And next question, what feelings did Gandhi have for his Sanskrit teacher? Actually, for the Sanskrit teacher, he came to the Sanskrit class, and that is why he was very grateful to his Sanskrit teacher. He thanked him with gratitude. Thank you, sir, very much. I was able to learn something for you, right. So, my dear children, we finished all these 7 paragraphs, and in the first English session we discussed the first 4 paragraphs, and in this session we discuss paragraph number 5, number 6, number 7. So, 5 paragraph is about his handwriting, how he neglected his handwriting and how he repented of his neglect, and the 6th paragraph is about his subjects which are easy, which are difficult for him, and which subjects he liked most, and how he studied Sanskrit. And in the last paragraph, his feeling about his Sanskrit teacher and his own opinion, own views towards Sanskrit. He was very much interested to learn Sanskrit, and he was also unhappy that he could not learn more and more knowledge, he could not obtain, he could not get more and more knowledge in Sanskrit. Let us summarize the whole text, all the 7 paragraphs. So, summary at the high school, first paragraph about his studies, winning prizes and scholarships. Then second paragraph, his recollection, his memory, Gandhi's headmaster, and his punishment, his character, his feeling, his gymnastic class, his cricket class, all these things. And paragraph 4, how he was convicted of lying. He told the truth to the headmaster, but the headmaster Idul Jimmy did not believe him. He was not convinced. He fined him 1 or 2 annas, and this pained Gandhiji a lot. And paragraph 5, the notion about handwriting, how at the beginning stage Gandhiji felt that handwriting was not very important for him, but later stage Gandhiji repented that, realized that most important thing in education is good handwriting. So, good handwriting is most important aspect of education. If you do not have good handwriting, then your education is incomplete, imperfect, that is not perfect. And in paragraph 6, we discussed about his 2 teachers, Persian teacher and Sanskrit teacher. Out of 2 teachers, Persian teacher was to the children, to his friends. Persian teacher was very considerate, was very simple, he was also very kind, and that is why more students, more children, more Gandhiji friends, they went to Persian class. But later he felt that Sanskrit teacher was very kind, very inspiring, very encouraging. He came to the Sanskrit class, he realized his fault, and he also learned some Sanskrit. So, this is all about the text. Let us discuss some important things, how to write the subjective type of answers to the questions. My dear children, you are to prepare yourself for writing answers to questions which carry 5 marks. You have to write 50 words in about 50 words, right. Suppose one question comes, write something about Gandhi's studies. The first paragraph we have discussed 4 things. You can write 4 things about his studies. Suppose one thing is he did not feel himself that he was one of the brilliant students, his own feeling towards his studies, right. I did not have any regard to my own studies, means always he felt that he was not a good student, he was not a fool or he was not a brilliant student, this was his feeling. The second thing you can write, Gandhi was a good student, he was not a fool, and he enjoyed the love and affection of his teachers, and he also had a very good, he possessed a very good character. So, certificates of progress and character were sent to Gandhi's parents, and he did not have a bad certificate. He won prizes after passing out of standard 2, and he got scholarships in 5th and 6th standard. This is all about his studies, right. One question may also come, write something about Gandhi's headmaster. So, my dear students, if you find this question, then how can you write Gandhi's headmaster, right. So, you just see what we discussed about Gandhi's headmaster. How can you write Gandhiji's headmaster? So, in 50 words you have to write, means you have to write at least 5 sentences. So, one thing, name, who was Gandhi's headmaster? Mr. Dorabji Idul Jimmy was his headmaster, and how was he? He was a disciplinarian, right. He liked gymnastics and cricket very much, right. He was a hard taskmaster, He was very popular among the students. He was a man of method. Right. He was a good teacher. So, you can write all these things. Mr. Doraji Idul Jimmy was Gandhi's headmaster. He was a disciplinarian and he liked gymnastics and cricket. He made gymnastics and cricket compulsory for the students. He was a hard task master, right, and he was very popular among the students. He was a man of method. He was a very good teacher, and you can answer this question, describe Gandhi's headmaster or write something about Gandhi's headmaster, then you can write at least 4 to 5 sentences. One question, another question you can also write. The question is about the gymnastics incident, what happened one Saturday, right. So, describe the incident that happened on Saturday. So, I have already discussed one Saturday the school was in the morning and Gandhiji had to attend the gymnastics class in the afternoon at 4 p.m. So, as Gandhiji was serving his father, when he arrived the gymnastics class in the field, all the students they had left the field. So, Gandhiji came back because Gandhiji did not have a watch and the weather was cloudy. So, he could not know the time, and next day Gandhi's headmaster found absent in the register. So, he asked Gandhiji about the reason. Gandhiji told the truth that actually he went there, he arrived there late, he was serving his father, but Gandhi's headmaster did not believe him. That is why he was fined 1 or 2 annas. This was a very this pained Gandhiji very much. Gandhiji was shocked at this fine, and at last Gandhi's father wrote a letter to Gandhiji, wrote a letter to Gandhiji's headmaster, and he was also made free from the fine. Right, he was remitted from the fine was remitted from Gandhiji. Right. This is another question you can also find. Write something about the subjects of Gandhiji. So, Gandhi's favorite subject was geometry, mathematics. He liked it very much. Sanskrit was a hard subject for him. Persian, as his friends told him, Persian was somehow easier for him. So, he liked to sit in the Persian class. Right. So, what happened in one day when the Sanskrit teacher saw this, he called Gandhiji to him and he asked Gandhiji to come to the Sanskrit class. He requested Gandhiji. Gandhiji was ashamed of his teacher's kindness and he came to the Sanskrit class. He sat there, he learned Sanskrit, and he later stage in his later life, he felt that he should have learnt more and more Sanskrit. Right. So, this is all about this. Again, I am going to sum up the lesson. We have discussed 7 paragraphs. Gandhiji, the name of the topic is at the high school, and in this topic we can learn a lot of things. This is a part of his own autobiography written by Gandhiji, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, and this is a part, this part has been extracted. This part is about his high school career. Here he describes, he narrates what happens most of the things that happened during his high school career, and how he was really very truthful, very punctual, very sincere, but due to some small problems, his carelessness, how he was shocked at different things like handwriting and his fine like this. And we have discussed 7 paragraphs. In paragraph 1, we discuss about his studies, about his teachers, his scholarships, his prizes, and in the second paragraph we discussed about his how he was very careful for about his character, about his punishment, about gymnastics class and cricket games, and about his headmaster. In paragraph 3 and 4, we discussed how he was fined and how his father wrote a letter to the headmaster and how the fine was remitted, right. And in the fifth paragraph, we discussed about Gandhi's neglect of his handwriting and how he wanted to change his handwriting, but he could not repair his handwriting later stage, and how he was ashamed of his own handwriting when he went to the South Africa and looked at the beautiful handwriting of his lawyer friends. And in the seventh paragraph, we discussed about his subjects, and at last the last paragraph, seventh paragraph, we discussed how Gandhiji offered his gratitude, how he was very much grateful to his Sanskrit teacher and how he was inspiring, he was encouraging. So, I think, I hope children you understand the text very clearly, and you can answer all the questions which are there in the exercises, and you can do all these things. I think you can answer all the questions. It is going to be over, the time is going to be over. So, let us stop here. Thank you very much. Goodbye.